Okay, welcome. This is meditation. I'm Rebecca, and I welcome you to part two of my holiday series. Today's theme is presence. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of the holiday season. There's so much going on, there are so many things that we either want to do or wish we could do or miss doing because we're still in our pandemic. And the way that I try to manage this time of year is to find my own steady center. So I have a daily meditation practice, and sometimes in the busyness of the holidays, that is the thing that people let go of, right? Is their practice or their exercise or their personal time. And I encourage you to make sure that you hold on to your personal time during the holidays in order to keep that steady center. Rabbi Sheffa Gold, who is a writer and a presenter and just an all-around interesting person, she writes that we learn that our light, which is consciousness itself, requires our daily attention. This is the steady practice of awareness that underlies all other practice. So daily cultivation, it requires daily attention, daily cultivation of the self, of that internal flame. So let's just do a brief centering exercise. So feeling your feet on the ground, your bottom in your seat, or whatever your chosen meditation posture is. Feeling your connection to the earth and your ability to expand up towards the sky. If you're lying down, lengthen your spine on each inhale and softly release and let go into the ground beneath you on your exhales. If you're seated, sit taller with each inhale and find more grounding on your exhales. Becoming aware of your sensory environment. Noticing what's around you, what you see if your eyes are still open, what you feel beneath your fingertips, maybe beneath your feet, and what you hear in your space beyond the sound of my voice. And beginning to turn your attention more deeply inward, noticing your own breath. Without changing anything, without adapting, just noticing where you feel your breath. Maybe at the tip of your nose or the back of your throat, maybe in your chest or belly. Bring your awareness to your own sensation of breath through a couple of repetitions of inhales and exhales. Noticing how the sensation changes. And then begin to bring your attention to your solar plexus. That is kind of at the center of your body. It's above your navel and just below your rib cage. And this, in yoga philosophy, is the center of our personal power. We imagine that there is a flame burning right in the center. And as we inhale, the flame is fed, right? The oxygen feeds the flame. As we exhale, the flame continues to burn. And just like building a fire, you need the right amount of oxygen. Too much, and the flame will blow out or flame up too big. And too little oxygen, and the fire goes out. So we need to feed this internal flame with just the right amount of breath. As Chef Gold says, our light, which is consciousness itself, requires the steady practice of awareness. So let's take several breaths, breathing in and out right at that solar plexus, imagining that we are tending to the flame. Several breaths in and out right at the point of the solar plexus, keeping that fire burning. Steady breaths in and out at the solar plexus. And after your next exhale, release control of the breath, release the image, and come back into your natural breath. So this very brief breathing meditation is something you can do at any point when you need a little bit of that self-care, that internal focus in the midst of, that whirlwind that is this time of year. The holidays can bring up all kinds of feelings, from joy and excitement to sadness, resentment, and even fear. Our practice can be fraught. When we sit and quiet the mind, conflicting feelings can rise to the surface. And we are looking for a way to hold the truth. And the truth can be more than one thing. Multiple truths are possible. We can feel both joy and sadness. We can feel both excitement and fear. In my mind, I think of these multiple truths as being two songs playing at the same time. There's cacophony until I can begin to discern one from the other and then notice where they overlap. We can be both distraught and joyful at the same time. We can hold both feelings. Sometimes we reject what is actually present. We don't want to feel gladness because there's difficulty in our lives. Or we don't want to acknowledge the challenges when everyone around us appears to be so joyful. So how do we stay present with the dichotomy? Meditation teacher Tara Brach would say, this also belongs. Accepting, even welcoming all of the feelings that are present. They all belong. So we're going to do an energy meditation, excuse me, and we'll be holding these truths and then seeing if we can combine the energy. So take a moment once again to ground and place your palms, your hands, palms open with the palms down, whether that's at your side or in your lap, if you're seated. And begin to feel the breath traveling through your body. Inhaling to elongate and exhaling to ground more deeply, connecting to the earth. Establishing your breath. When you're ready, turn your palms so they're facing up. When palms are down, that is a grounding gesture. It's a presence gesture. When we turn palms up, it's a receiving gesture. So begin to think of two truths that may be happening for you at this time. Maybe it's joy and sadness. Maybe it's a conflict between two things that are happening. Let's take a moment to bring that into your mind. And then metaphorically place one of the truths in your right hand and one of the truths in your left hand. Really feel the weight of these different truths. Feel the energy building in your palms. Notice what the sensations are. Are they both the same? Does one feel warm and the other cold? Is one bigger than the other? We're imagining that we can hold feelings in the palms of our hands. Stay with this imagery. Feel the experience of holding these different truths, one in each hand, noticing the sensations. And with this energy in each palm, turn your hands to face each other. You can bend your elbows maybe and have your palms facing each other. One truth in each hand. Can you feel the energy between your palms? Let them move slowly towards each other with this energy between. Can you feel when the two energies combine to become one? Hold it, drawing closer and closer together. Keep that sensation and then begin to spread your palms apart once again, letting this singular energy grow bigger and bigger. If you hit a point where you don't feel it anymore, then come back in closer and closer, beginning to hold this energy in the palms of your hands. Stay with it, holding this energy until you're ready to release it. How do you want to do that? Maybe you just open your palms up. Maybe you want to toss it away, shake your hands out. Letting go of this energy. And once you feel it leave, or imagine that you feel it leave, turn your palms once again to face down. Notice if there's any change in your breathing. What are the sensations that you are aware of? With each exhale, let go of both truths, letting them sink deep into the earth. With each inhale, expand big enough to hold all of the feelings that rise up for you at this time of year. And then exhale and feel the support beneath you. Staying very present with that internal flame at the solar plexus, that sense of consciousness and awareness. We'll come into a period of some silence for about 9 minutes. Stay with sensation, with any of the imagery that we've used. And as the mind wanders, as it will, Just come back. Come back to sensation. Come back to the sense of your breathing, the feeling of the energy in your palms, whatever can bring you back to yourself. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes. If you're lying down, roll to one side and pause. And then press into your hands to slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. Allow your palms to come together and then begin to rub, creating some friction and some heat. And when your hands feel nice and warm, bring them up to cup your eyes. Pardon me. Feeling the heat penetrate and dissipate. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open and release palms down. We'll seal our practice with one chant of Om for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands to heart center, we'll inhale. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Jai Bhagwan. May the light in you be victorious. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and with each other.